Hey there, Dr. Beverly Wixon here. And I just want to tell you, I went to the Salvador Dalí Museum the other day. I mean, I live not far from it. It's over in St. Petersburg, and I'm about an hour away from it. So I went over there the other day, and it really got me thinking because one of the things that they said that Dalí did, other than grow their really funny mustache and paint some melting clocks and things, but he actually made the comment at one point that he did not paint for the sake of the art. He painted to make money. And I love that because years ago I worked at Art Center College of Design in Pasadena. And I can remember art students, especially the fine art students, would come in. There was this one I'll never forget. He came in and he said he couldn't graduate. I'm like, no, I've got your stuff here. You can graduate. We're ready. You just need to sign these papers. He goes, no, I haven't suffered enough. I mean, serious. I'm serious. This is what he did. I haven't suffered enough. So it was wonderful to know that Dali, back in, we're talking the 1930s, 40s, was all about the money. I mean, he was all about how much money he could make. And it was just incredible. And he did make a lot of money. In fact, in case you didn't know, his wife, Gala, 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 really helped him. She's his businessman, she was his business person, he was a businessman at the time, and she's really the one who really pushed him. She was his muse. She was also the money lady, the one that helped him make money. She's the one that sold his paintings for him and did all this stuff. And I thought that was so cool. And you might think it's selfish. You might think, oh, an artist isn't supposed to do that. But if he hadn't made money from painting, from his art, would he have done as much? Because he might not have been able to afford to continue doing it if he wasn't making money from it. But instead, so many of us have these hidden beliefs. And this is why I'm wondering what your first thought was, because so many people think things like money ruins creativity, or good people shouldn't want money. Only greedy people want money. Spiritual people shouldn't care about money at all. If you have a God given talent, you're supposed to give it for free, give it willingly, or give it for very little, just enough to get by. And then there's also well, if I make money, will people judge me? If I change, people might not like me. And Dali certainly, he was extremely flamboyant, the big old handlebar with twirls mustache. He's also about if you got it, flaunt it, which is what he did with his art. He flaunted it. So my question to you about all those other beliefs, those things like spiritual people shouldn't care about money. If you have a God-given talent, you're supposed to give it away for free. What if those beliefs aren't really yours? I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, I have to believe you want to make money. Now, I'm going to be honest. I said for a long time, I don't need to make money. I'm just doing this for fun, for free. And I was kind of in the beginning, but then I started to realize, well, if I don't make some money, I can't pay for Zoom, I can't pay for Canva, I can't pay for this, I can't pay for that. And how long is that going to last if it's just a hobby? So make some money. Because those beliefs, like I said, those beliefs aren't yours. So the question is, where did they come from? Parents, teachers, movies, TV, church, friends. But there's some big old mega churches out there where the preachers are making tons of money, tons and tons and tons of money. They're not saying you shouldn't make money. It's your smaller churches that are saying that. And churches oftentimes say, give until it hurts. I say, give until it feels good. If it feels good at $5 or $10, that's great. If it takes you $50 to feel good, then okay. But give what feels good. Don't give until you're going, oh God, this really hurts to give this much. You know, same thing with charging. Charge what feels good. Charge what feels good to you, what feels good to your clients. It doesn't matter if you're charging megabucks or if you're charging something small. If it feels good, then it's right for you. So think about those beliefs. Where did you hear them? How old were you when you first heard them? And, you know, then start to think about how you can change it. Because, a belief is kind of like a pair of dirty glasses. If you're looking through dirty glasses, the entire world looks dirty and smudgy. I mean, when I put these things on, if I were to put my fingerprints all over them, which they're not right now, but if I did, it looks a little fuzzy. But if I clean the glasses, the world doesn't change. It's just the way I see it changes a little. Same with a belief. When you start changing your beliefs, the world doesn't change, but the way you see the world changes. The way you see your own business changes. The way you see your clients changes. So I invite you to ask yourself today, what belief about money am I finally ready to retire? And if you are ready to replace those old beliefs, why don't you ask me about infinite abundance? Just comment below or DM me the word abundance. I'll know what that means. Because that's what we're doing over there all the time. We're shifting our beliefs. We're shifting the way we look at money and the way we look at charging and the way we look at the world and the way we look at abundance. We're shifting it all for the better. Everybody is shifting it for the better. So drop the word abundance or DM me abundance and let me know if you'd like some information on that. Will let me know. If you do that, that will let me know that you at least want some information on infinite abundance. No commitment, no obligation. Just let me know. So until next time, bye-bye.